What if you could reshape your entire reality in just 60 seconds each night? There's a little-known technique, based on the profound teachings of Neville that taps directly into the power of your subconscious mind to produce tangible results, and it works in just 1 minute. It's not about what you do during the day. It's about what you do in the final moments before you drift off to sleep. But here's the catch. It's not a traditional prayer, nor is it a typical affirmation. By the end of this video, you'll understand this unique technique and how to harness the 60 seconds before sleep to manifest what you deeply desire. Neville Goddard didn't just theorize about this concept. He showed countless individuals how to transform their lives using this specific technique. Now, let me ask you this. What if the thoughts, the feelings, and the images you hold just before you fall asleep are quite literally setting the stage for everything that unfolds in your tomorrow? The shift is often subtle. It's not a dramatic, instantaneous transformation. Instead, it's more akin to the steady growth of a seed, taking place in the quiet, fertile stillness of your subconscious. The results you seek will eventually emerge seemingly out of nowhere, from that quiet work that takes place beneath the surface of your awareness. Before we get to the exact 60-second practice, there's one crucial point to understand. Your mind must be ready to receive it. If your mind is restless, filled with chaos, or preoccupied with worry, then nothing new can take root. So take a few slow breaths and allow your body to relax. Feel the weight of the day begin to melt away from you. Think of your subconscious like fertile soil. If it's cluttered and dry, it will be barren. But when you allow it to become calm and receptive, that's where new ideas can take hold. This moment, just before you sleep, is when you have the most direct access to your subconscious, making it the most effective time to do this work. Now consider this question. What if you were able to intentionally choose your final thoughts of the day rather than letting them occur randomly? This is not a one-time quick fix, but a repeated process, a continuous act of planting seeds in the subconscious mind. What would happen if you understood the power of what you think and feel, particularly in the moments when your conscious mind is slowly drifting away? You might begin to wonder, as you go about your day, the power that your thoughts hold. In the coming sections, we will unpack how this 60-second practice can be the key to a deeper understanding of how your subconscious mind creates your reality. So, here's the 60-second practice, the one that can truly begin to change the direction of your life. It's simple, but the simplicity is deceptive. It requires a specific focus and a consistent practice. Here's what you do. Create a brief scene in your mind of your desired outcome as if it has already happened. Now, this isn't just a random thought or a fleeting image. This is a carefully crafted mental scenario, one you hold in your mind as you drift off to sleep. The key here is intention. You are not passively dreaming. You are actively directing your subconscious towards what you want to experience. This simple act of intentionally choosing what you visualize just before you sleep is an essential key to unlocking the power of your subconscious, shifting you from a passive observer of your life to the active creator of it. So, instead of allowing your mind to wander through the day's worries, take control of those last 60 seconds and consciously choose what to focus on as you move into sleep. Now, let's dig a bit deeper into this technique. It's not enough to just see a picture in your mind. You need to feel it as well. As you hold your chosen scene in your awareness, engage all 5 of your senses as much as possible. What does it look like? What do you hear? What do you smell? And most importantly, how do you feel? Imagine you've already achieved your desire. This is the feeling that you must cultivate. Feel the joy, the gratitude, the confidence, the relief, and the peace as if it has already manifested. It's not enough to simply say, "I want this," or "I wish for that." Your subconscious doesn't respond to wishful thinking, it responds to feeling. The more realistic and emotionally charged you make your mental scene, the more powerful it becomes. This is the secret to making your manifestation a reality. You must not just imagine it, but feel it as if it has already occurred, because in the realm of your subconscious, it is already done. The power of this technique isn't just in the visualization. It's in the emotional connection you create with your desired outcome. That emotional connection is the key that unlocks the door of your subconscious mind. When you vividly feel the joy and gratitude of having what you desire, your subconscious begins to accept that reality as already true. It's like planting a seed. The seed is your desire, but the water and sunlight are the emotions you attach to it. When you combine a clear mental image with strong positive emotions, you're essentially reprogramming your subconscious mind to align with that new reality. It's not enough to just think about the change you want. You must feel that change as though it has already happened. This is how your subconscious takes the instruction and brings your desires from the invisible realm to the visible. And remember this, the subconscious does not know the difference between what is real and what is imagined. It only knows what you feel to be true, so this makes your emotional connection crucial. Before I move on, I want you to know that this is not just an exercise for later. This is something you can and should begin doing immediately after this video ends. As you lie in bed tonight, start crafting your scene, step into the feelings, and hold them as you drift off to sleep. This is not a dress rehearsal. This is your life. And each night, you are actively creating the life you want through this very simple technique. Your subconscious is always working. It is working right now. So the question becomes, is it working for you or against you? It's time to take the wheel and consciously direct your focus to what you desire. Every single thought, every single feeling matters. And the final moments before sleep are the most fertile ground for new possibilities. Now, this isn't just a one-time exercise. It's a nightly ritual. Consistency is the key that unlocks this technique, so commit to doing this practice for the next 21 nights. Yes, 21 nights. This is not an arbitrary number, and there's a very specific reason why. It's said that it takes around 3 weeks or 21 days to establish a new neural pathway. In other words, it takes about that long to really establish a new belief in your subconscious mind. Each night, as you use this technique, you're reinforcing this new mental framework, making it stronger, more resilient, more real with each passing night. It's like you're carving out new pathways in your mind, creating grooves that will become the foundation for your new reality. The power isn't in doing this once or twice. It's in the consistent, nightly repetition. Think about this for a moment. How many times have you been excited about a new idea, a new goal, or a new habit, only to slowly let that excitement fade away? That's where most people stop. That's where they give up. That's where they slowly retreat back into their old habits and patterns. They get a surge of motivation and excitement, only to return to the same old routines a few days later. But you are not most people. You're different. You are actively taking control of your inner world, and by doing so, you are taking control of your outer world. And if you choose to stay the course, if you choose to remain committed to this technique, when that final night comes, something will shift. Your intention will feel more real than ever before, as if you're actively stepping into a new reality. The goal isn't just to hope for a change, but to make that change happen in your subconscious and experience it in your life. But here's a paradox. Here's the secret. After you have set your intention for the evening, after you have crafted your scene, and after you have stepped into the feeling of that new reality, you must then release it. You must let go. Don't cling to it with a white-knuckled grip. Don't try to force it to appear immediately. Don't stay up all night worrying about it, obsessing over it. Manifestation is not about forcing things to happen. It's about allowing them to unfold naturally. This is not about controlling the outcome. It's about aligning yourself to the reality you wish to experience. After you have planted the seed, you must step away from it. That's not a passive act. That's an active choice to trust that the seed will grow. It's like planting a seed. You don't dig it up every day to check if it's growing, do you? You plant it in the earth, water it, and then you trust that it will sprout in its own time. You allow nature to do its work. Similarly, after you've impressed your subconscious with your desired reality, you must trust that the universe will organize everything in your favor. You need to step aside and allow the power of your subconscious to work in the background. This is not a passive act, but an active participation in your manifestation. It's about knowing, it's about trusting, it's about allowing the process to unfold without interference. This step, this act of letting go, is crucial in allowing your desires to become your reality. Now, let's talk about how worry and doubt can actually sabotage your intentions. The subconscious mind is highly sensitive to your internal state. If you're asking for abundance but worrying about lack, if you're asking for a new relationship but feeling lonely and unloved, those contradictory thoughts and feelings will actually cancel out your positive affirmation. It's like putting your foot on the gas and the brake at the same time. You won't get anywhere. This is why you can't just think positive thoughts all day, but must actively feel them to be true. You cannot wish for something and then worry about how it will come to you. You must surrender to the feeling that it's already here. It's not enough to simply want your desire. You must align your beliefs with the desired outcome. Your intention and belief must be congruent, and that is what allows your manifestation to flourish. And here's another key point. Faith isn't a passive concept. It's not simply waiting and hoping. It's an active trust in the process, an active knowing that you are already aligned with your desire. It's an active trust in the universal laws that support manifestation, a deep knowing that everything will unfold in its own perfect timing. It's an unshakable belief that even when things look different on the surface, everything is working to bring your desires into reality. Faith is not blind hope. It's a grounded assurance, a knowing that even when you can't see what's happening behind the scenes, you are being supported by a higher power, a higher intelligence. You don't have to know how it's all happening, but you must trust that it will come to pass. The shift happens quietly. It's like a seed sprouting beneath the surface unseen, before it breaks through and becomes visible. You might not notice the changes happening immediately, but they are taking place, behind the scenes, in the depths of your subconscious mind. The inner alignment must occur before the outer transformation. This process is not like flipping a switch. It's more like the slow, steady growth of a tree. The roots must first take hold before the trunk and branches can emerge. You are not just waiting for something to happen, you're actively participating in the creation of your reality. And each night, as you do this practice, you will be that much closer to bringing that reality to the surface. You might begin to find yourself experiencing more synchronicities, coincidences that seem too good to be true. Perhaps you'll stumble across a resource, an article, or a video that has exactly what you need, or an opportunity that appears out of nowhere. Maybe you'll find yourself in conversation with the exact person who has the knowledge, the connection, or the resources to help you move in the direction of your desired outcome. These are not random events. These are the universe responding to your new internal alignment. These are subtle nudges, gentle hints that you are on the right path. These are signs that the universe is conspiring in your favor. So pay close attention, because the answers are always around you, even when you're not expecting them. And just as a tree sends its roots deep into the ground before showing its leaves, you'll begin to feel an internal sense of alignment. It will feel more natural, more real than ever before. It won't be something you have to force or chase. Instead, it will be a calm, quiet knowing that you are on the right path. This internal sense of alignment is a sure sign that your subconscious has accepted your new reality and is actively working to bring it into your physical world. It's a feeling of knowing that you are moving towards the best version of yourself. It's a quiet confidence, a deep peace, and an unshakable knowing that what you desire is already yours. This is not something you can intellectualize. It is something you must feel. These changes are very personal and unique to each individual. It is not meant to be something that is experienced in the same way as someone else. Your journey is your own, and it will unfold in its own unique way. Trust your intuition, trust your own knowing, trust your own timing, and above all, trust the process. The path will always unfold before you. You need only take the first step, which is to align yourself with your desired outcome by using the very simple 60-second technique tonight. So let's bring everything together. The core technique, the one we've been building towards, is this. Just before you drift off to sleep, create a scene in your mind of your desired outcome as if it has already occurred, and allow this to be the final thought you hold as you transition into sleep. It's that simple, that accessible, and that powerful. This isn't some complicated ritual or advanced practice. It's a direct application of Neville Goddard's teachings, leveraging the state akin to sleep, the moment when your subconscious is most receptive. In that quiet space, just before you lose consciousness, you have the power to set the stage for your reality, consciously choosing what you will experience. That's the power of this 60-second practice, and it's available to you, starting tonight. Now, let's connect all the pieces. We talked about the what, the visualization technique, and we also talked about the why, the subconscious receptivity during SATS, the power of emotion to amplify your intention, and the 21-night commitment to ingrain that new reality. We established the before and after of moving from a state of lack into a state of abundance. That is why we talked about the subtle shifts, the synchronicities, the new people, and new opportunities. These weren't just random concepts. They are all interconnected, working together to create a new reality. It's like a puzzle. Each piece is necessary, and when they come together, they create a coherent picture. And it's the picture of your desired life, one that you have the power to create by understanding how these patterns interact. This isn't just wishful thinking, it's a practical application of the universal laws that govern your life. So let's synthesize the core ideas of this practice. It's about the power of your subconscious mind, the effectiveness of the state akin to sleep, the necessity of aligning your emotions with your desire, and the need for both focused intention and detachment from the outcome. The core is that stillness allows new ideas to take root, emotion gives them power, visualization creates the scene, belief makes it real, and letting go allows the universe to bring it into your life. These aren't separate components, but rather integrated parts of a whole, all working together in harmony to bring your desired outcome into reality. And remember, this is not a passive process. It requires your active participation, your intention, and your commitment. By applying all of these concepts, you become a conscious co-creator of your reality. What if, instead of seeing your life as a fixed set of circumstances, you understood it to be a malleable construct, shaped by your beliefs and feelings? This isn't just a theory. It's a fundamental truth. Your external world is always a reflection of your internal state. You are not simply responding to reality. You are actively creating it with your thoughts, your emotions, and your beliefs. This is the core of what Neville taught, and it's the key to unlocking your full potential. It's not about changing the world outside of you. It's about transforming the world inside of you. And once you make that shift, the outside world will naturally follow. This is a shift from passive observer to active participant, allowing you to step into the role of co-creator of your life. Now, let's expand this a bit further. This 60-second practice isn't just an isolated technique. It's a doorway into a larger understanding of how your reality works and your role in shaping it. It connects to the universal laws that govern reality creation, laws that have been understood and applied by various cultures for millennia. This ancient wisdom, now supported by modern research, isn't some mystical concept, but is a foundational truth that has stood the test of time. When you align yourself with these laws, you're aligning yourself with the very fabric of reality. This is not just about manifesting a specific desire, it's about understanding your place within the larger cosmic pattern and aligning with it. And when you do, the possibilities are endless. And that 21-night pattern, that isn't some arbitrary number. It aligns with the principles of habit formation and subconscious reprogramming. Each night, as you repeat this practice, you're not just visualizing your desire, you're reinforcing a new neural pathway, solidifying a new belief about yourself and about what's possible. This understanding allows you to see that the 21 nights is a part of a specific pattern that is designed to shift your reality. It's about moving from old patterns into new ones. The consistency allows your subconscious mind to fully accept and integrate the new intention. This understanding of the why behind the 21 nights makes it easier to commit to the practice and reinforces that it is not just random, but rather something that is strategically designed to work with your subconscious mind. The implications of this are profound. Understanding and applying this technique means moving past your limitations, creating a life that aligns with your deepest desires, and experiencing a new level of empowerment and peace. You're no longer bound by your old beliefs, fears, or doubts. You are, instead, actively creating the life that you were always meant to live. And it isn't just about external results, it is about shifting your entire perception of yourself and your relationship to the world around you. It's not just about a new house or a new car. It's about becoming a new version of yourself. It's about stepping into a new reality where you have the power to create a life of abundance, peace, and joy. This transformation isn't just about the external changes you see, but about the fundamental shift in how you perceive yourself. It's about going from seeing yourself as a victim of circumstance to recognizing yourself as a powerful creator of your own reality. The external world simply reflects the internal alignment that has already occurred within you. This shift in perspective is essential because it allows you to understand that change begins from within. Lasting transformation is always an inside job. When you shift your inner world, your outer world is simply a natural reflection. It's about taking control of your inner world so that the outer world falls into alignment with your newfound state of being. Remember that question we asked at the beginning: what if you could use just 60 seconds each night to completely reshape your reality? And remember when I promised to show you a transformative technique? We've now come full circle. You now understand that this wasn't just hyperbole, it's a tangible possibility. It's a real practice that you can implement every single night to reshape your reality. This is not just about theory, it's about action. It's about taking the power back into your own hands. You now have the understanding, you now have the method, and you have everything you need to take the next step. And by understanding the patterns we've explored, the state akin to sleep, the power of emotion, the need for repetition, the importance of letting go, and how the subtle shifts start to appear in your life, you now possess the key to unlock your potential for manifestation. You now have the knowledge of how the whole system works, and now you can use that to your advantage. It's no longer a mystery, it's a process. By understanding each piece of the puzzle, you are equipped to begin creating a new reality, one that is aligned with your deepest desires. It's no longer just a random process. You understand why each step is important and the role it plays in bringing your desire to fruition. So, let's return to that initial question. Can you really reshape your reality in just 60 seconds a night? The answer is an emphatic yes. It's not magic, and it's not some far-off, distant possibility. It's a practical, actionable technique that you can implement immediately. It's about understanding how your mind works, aligning your intentions with your emotions, and then trusting the process. It's about taking control of your inner world to shape your outer reality, and now you have the understanding and the tools to begin doing so. The initial tension is now gone, because you are now aware of the techniques and are equipped to apply them to your life. And now, a new question for you. What other areas of your life are waiting for this technique? What new possibilities can you create when you are fully aligned with the power of your subconscious mind? Now that you understand how this all works, you can start to consider all of the areas of your life that can be transformed. This isn't just about manifesting one thing, it's about changing your entire life. The 60-second technique is only the beginning of a new life of abundance, peace, joy, and fulfillment. And now you are empowered to begin creating it. The journey doesn't end here. There are many more areas to explore, including advanced manifestation techniques and deeper subconscious reprogramming methods that can further expand your understanding of this process. This video has given you a powerful foundation, but there is so much more to learn, and each step you take brings you closer to fully embodying the power of a conscious creator. This is just the beginning of your journey, not the end, and I encourage you to keep exploring and expanding your awareness. This is the beginning of your new life. So tonight, as you're lying in bed, just before you drift off to sleep, craft your scene, step into the feeling of your desired outcome, and allow that to be your final thought. Make it a ritual, something you do consistently every night. And if you are ready to transform your reality, I invite you to type, "I am aligned," in the comments. By declaring your intention, you reinforce it not for me, but for yourself. It will make a difference. And while you're here, be sure to subscribe and turn on notifications so you don't miss out on any new videos to help guide you on your journey. The power to shape your reality has always been within you, and your journey of transformation is just beginning.